Hello everybody out there in Atlanta, it's Chris from HLX.com with another exciting episode of Topher. We're back out at Universal Orlando Resort today for another Halloween Horror Nights 30. It is September 24th, Friday. Right out of Stay and Scream. Very quiet outside of Stay and Scream, the Finnegan Stay and Scream tonight. Texas Chainsaw, 20 minutes. Finnegan Stay and Scream. I believe Icons is open, but no wait time, and Bride Frankenstein Lives is at a 5-minute wait outside Stay and Scream. So I don't know, might be a little bit of a dead night out here tonight. I don't know. Yesterday wasn't too bad. It wasn't super busy, but it also wasn't super quiet either. It is what it is. I keep wanting to vlog, and I keep pulling out my camera to vlog, but I also keep getting sidetracked doing other things, talking to people, trying to get my certain house numbers in, as I'm only out here for a certain amount of time each week. So it is what it is. But tonight, nothing really on the agenda. We got to do some of the houses in the back. Beetlejuice and Haunting of Hill House, I believe. So I think we'll head back there first to sort of check that stuff out. But I think we're going to head towards Lights, Camera, Action to see Jack and Eddie. At the beginning of the night, Jack usually goes over and hangs out with his brother in Lights, Camera, Action. So we'll go check that out as we head towards the back. So let's not waste any more time. Let's have some fun. Here's the 5-minute wait for Bride Frankenstein Lives. Outside Stay and Scream. We were waiting since the event hasn't actually opened yet. They're holding people off over here until they open the gates up front. Then we'll go ahead and walk into Lights, Camera, Action. But I gotta say, tonight is very quiet in Stay and Scream. This reminds me, opening night and the Thursday after. Opening night and then the Saturday, Stay and Scream was very quiet, and it kind of has that same vibe tonight. Now, team members have been allowed to come to the event. I gotta check the schedule. I don't know if they're allowed in today or not, but today, very quiet in Finnegan Stay and Scream. So, just waiting for the rope to drop. I see some spooky people making their way down Production Central into 30 Years, 30 Fears. So they are getting ready. They are getting ready. Oops, sorry for the shake, guys. Got a pumpkin guy there, making his way. The music has gotten louder, but Jack is now up by the gate to greet guests for the event. So once that happens, the opening ceremonies, they'll drop the rope, and it'll be like one of those battle films. Two masses coming forward and backwards. There we go. They have released the rope. We're coming both sides from that way this way. We are going to go on the sidewalk. There you go. It's kind of what it's like to be on this side of the aisle when the opening ceremonies take place. So I'm going to have some fire effects up there. Everybody pouring in now. There you go. There we go. Lights, Camera, Action. I do not see Jack just yet. These guys. Got the Iniquitous. little bit of Jack and Eddie together. Of course, this year we have the Jack Attacks, where Jack will come out in random places, usually with people waiting in line, you know, to do what he does best and be an asshole and scare people and whatever. But at the beginning of the night, Jack, of course, is part of the opening ceremonies, and usually right after that he goes over to Lights Camera Action and he spends some time with Eddie, who is his brother. So if you ever want to see Jack roaming around the park, if you're here at the very beginning, that's where you'll usually see him, at the very start of the night. Sometimes he'll go over to the Pantages Theater as well, the stage over there. He was there yesterday. I kind of missed him over by Eddie's stage, but then I think right after that he went over to the Pantages Theater stage. So just kind of waiting for it to get a little bit darker. We had a cold front, a cool front coming down last night, or overnight I guess. It's still Florida, so it was still 90 degrees. I think it stalled out over top of us, so it didn't exactly cool things off. It's a little bit cooler, but not totally. So it is what it is. But yeah, so it's a little bit, you know, as the sun goes down, it'll get a little bit cooler because, you know, there's less humidity in the air, but it's not going to be cold. we don't get a huge cold front that comes through Florida until way later in the season. Usually, sometimes we get a freak cold front, a really cold front at the end of the run of Horror Nights, but you know, that's end of October. So yeah, so the plan for right now is to do Beetlejuice and to do Haunting of Hill House, and then perhaps Puppet Theater, but I do kind of want to go back up to the front because I want to do Bride of Frankenstein Lives, and I want to do Texas Chainsaw. I wanted to do Texas Chainsaw yesterday, but kind of ran out of time, and the wait times for that was too high, so I had to get the hell out of Dodge. So, but priority number one is to do Haunting of Hill House and Beetlejuice. Just gonna wait for it to get a little bit darker before we actually go into the houses. So yeah, so let's continue. I think the sun is gonna be hidden behind a bunch of clouds for a while, so I think it's dark enough for my eyes. We'll do Beetlejuice first since it's a lighter house. We'll try to knock out these two really quickly. They're both at 25-minute waits, so we can you know, maybe perhaps do Puppet Theater and then go back up to the front and do the other two. So far it's 6:30, so the event just opened, but it's outside of stay-in screen, it's pretty reasonable. So yeah, so we'll hop in line. All right, so we're out of Beetlejuice. One of the strangest runs through Beetlejuice I think I've had since the event started. The spinning tunnel was not on when we first walked in there. There were a lot of effects that weren't working. It's still early, so I'm just going to chalk it up to that. It is only 7 o'clock. So yeah, so one of the more stranger run-throughs of Beetlejuice I've had. Beetlejuice is kind of at the bottom of my list as it is, but it was a little strange. So we're gonna go ahead and wait for Haunting of Hill House. The wait time is only 35 minutes, or it says 35 minutes. So we'll go ahead and wait for that, and then we'll take a little bit of a break and then see what the wait time is for Puppet Theater, and then we'll head towards the front of the park so we could do Texas Chainsaw, Bride of Frankenstein. I think I'm going to skip Tooth Fairy, although if there is time and if the wait times are kind of down, then I'll do Tooth Fairy, but we'll see where we go from there. So yeah, so still pretty quiet right now. We'll see how it goes as the night progresses, but let's go ahead and jump in line for Haunting of Hill House. So Beetlejuice and Hill House have been completed. So we are going to linger a little bit and then go and do Puppet Theater and then head towards the front of the park. It's getting a little bit busier now, so but still not too bad. Still not too bad, but a little bit busier. So yeah, so we're just gonna head towards Puppet Theater and do that. So look at Crypt TV across the lagoon there. Very nice sunset behind Crypt TV there. The sun is setting officially. So sun is setting officially. We got a star up there. There we go. Very nice night. Not too hot. There's a nice breeze. So it is a little cooler now that the sun has gone down. Alright, so Puppet Theater listed at a 35-minute wait. Look at growth also, look at growth. Also a 35-minute wait. So I think we'll go. It's 8 o'clock, so I think we'll do it. Yeah, it's the Grandview Theater. Wait time set 35 minutes. Waited like 10 minutes for it. Not even. Alright, so Puppet Theater said 35 minutes. Only waited about maybe 6 minutes for it. So that's done. So we have Beetlejuice is done, Hill House is done, Puppet Theater's done. So we'll go and walk around back to the front. We'll walk through Crypt TV and then we'll go back up through Survive or Die and then take a little break and see what the wait times are up at the front. Alright, so walking through Crypt TV as best as we can. The scare zone has grown on me quite a bit in recent years. The main problem is that it's just, it becomes too much of a cluster to try to walk through here with all these people. So it becomes too much of a bottleneck. Got Walter over here. Very nice. Our spider lady friend. Forgive me, I do not know the names of these people. There's the Birch. I never see the Birch, so this is a Birch is out. I do know the name of the Birch.
Thank you very much. Well, that's
Of course, last night was actually the first night I saw the Looksee over here. I never see the Looksee over here. Hiding in the trees. There you go. Go ahead and, I called it Survive or Die earlier, but Freudian slip there, ancient Freudian slip. But we'll go walk through Seek and Destroy. Alright, so stopped for an adult beverage real quick. My one and only beverage of the night. Do not drink that much anymore, but I do like to partake at Horror Nights at least once. A little bit of Seek and Destroy, not Survive or Die.
That was a fucking trap.
This is a scare zone that has grown on me quite a bit. I do love this concept and the scare zone. They have added, of course, some victims that run around. Oh, they finally got the guy back up on the stand there. Been missing for the last couple weeks. Chainsaw noises. There's a victim. But this is a scare zone that has grown on me quite a bit. I wasn't a hater on this scare zone like most people were. But I think that they really pulled together something that's unique and that works overall. There's another victim over there. 4 dark guys. It has gotten exponentially busier in the last hour or so. Oh yeah, Survive or Die, or excuse me, did it again. Seek and Destroy. Not Survive or Die, not Survive or Die, not Survive or Die. Seek and Destroy, Seek and Destroy, Seek and Destroy. But yes, I do like the scare zone quite a bit. New York, like I say all the time, really does lend itself to these chaotic sort of you know, noisy, chaotic scare zones. And I think this one does a good job. Another victim? The same victim we saw before, but victims everywhere. The only thing that I think that doesn't work quite as well is the stuff on the stage with the actual controller. I don't think that works as well as how they really want it to work, but it is an interactive character, so that's kind of unique for Horror Nights to have this digital character interact with you on the screen there. So it is very, very unique, which I really kind of enjoy. So there you go. Okay, so the plan is Texas Chainsaw is next. It's at a 50-minute wait, so we'll go ahead and wait for it. Okay, so we just did Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really like that house. I've liked that house since the beginning of the event. I think I was one of the, in the minority there with that house. Just had the biggest scare of the event for me inside Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so kudos to you. But I think we have time for one more house, maybe one or two more houses, I don't know. But we'll go do Where Frankenstein Lives, and then we'll get the hell out of there. So. Walking towards the exit. I have an inch to do one more house. I was going to do Icons, but it's an hour wait. Case Files is only a 20-minute wait, so we're going to hop in line for Case Files and then get the hell out of here. So one more house for the night, for the week. I will be back next Thursday, hopefully. Briefly walk through 30 years. Little pumpkin guy. Might have to take some pictures. Not that pumpkin guy, this pumpkin guy.
Action!
Alright guys, really quick walk through lights, camera, action, and then I gotta get out of here. Go to the Five and Dime here. I gotta get a souvenir. To the Five and Dime. All right. Glass acquired. See you either at home or in the belly of Bluetooth. So here we are back. We are not in the belly of Bluetooth, obviously. We are showered. We are ready to do some editing, looking at photos and stuff like that, and getting some grub, as it were. I'm hungry. So yeah, so another night out at Halloween Horror Nights 30. I'm trying to do, like I said earlier, I have every intention usually of doing a vlog when I'm out there, but a lot of times I will shoot a couple things at the beginning of the night and just get caught up in other things, and I forget to finish. So I'll try to do more as we go on the next couple of weeks. I can't believe we're like halfway through the event already, guys. That is pretty crazy. So yeah, so I think that's it. We had a fun night. What houses did we do? We did Puppet Theater. We did Beetlejuice. We did Haunting of Hill House. We did Case Files. We did Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we did The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. So we did quite a bit tonight. I think I've met my quota. You know, I've been trying to keep things as simple as possible. You know, because of COVID, trying to keep everything as simple as possible. But the crowds were fine. It got a little bit busy there. Like it pulsed there about like 10 o'clock. But they were pretty manageable though, especially at the beginning of the night. So yeah. I will try to do more vlogs down at the park. In fact, I want to do the Jack Scattered Pass, so that's coming up shortly. Just got to find one of the days that I go to sort of set aside time to actually do it. So yeah. So I think that is going to do it for me. As usual, everybody, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.